look at last week's several midterm festivities. Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Riley Scholl.
And I'm Riley Menton.
To kick off the week, varsity girls tennis team challenged Roseville's Police Department to a ping pong match in the gym. The students and officers played both against each other and as partners. Sophomore varsity tennis player Natalie Eng partnered with a police officer to win the championship round.
It was interesting getting to know them on like a more personal level than we normally would just see our officers walking around campus, but this was really nice seeing them, talking to them, playing with them. It was nice.
I think for me as a youth service officer here at the school, that's what I want to do. I want to have a good time with you guys, all the kids on campus. I want to find ways to meet people, get to know people, and this was a great opportunity to do that and really get to know people and interact with students here at the school.
Hans hopes the police department will be able to participate in more events like this in the future.
To start off the first day of midterms, faculty gathered at school entrances to pass out cookies to students.
Usually the students are really shocked. But then we always get those smiles at the end and thank yous.
I feel like if they go through the effort to do this, then they actually do care about us, which is it's a nice feeling to have, especially with the stress of midterms going on. It's real nice to feel that they're behind us all the way.
Seems like a nice way to start off a stressful week of testing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my cookie. And now we go over to Natalie Russell with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Natalie Russell. This year, the RHS golf team finds itself filled with upperclassmen, yet one determined freshman is prepared to dominate the course this season. We go to Vinnie Jordan with more.
Freshman Carter Jones is currently the only underclassman in the varsity golf team and has already risen to the number 2 position. After playing with his dad a few times, Jones found his passion.
My dad kind of taught me and he kind of got me into it, and then I found out I could actually be pretty good at golf, and then I got into practicing a lot. I just kind of enjoyed it, I think, and then I kind of got into it, got into tournaments, and that got me into working hard and practicing.
His brother Mason accredits his success in golf to his hours of hard work and dedication.
He wakes up early on the weekends to go out and play. He always tries to play as much as he can. After school every day, he's out trying to hit balls on the range, practices putting.
Now being such a young key player, Carter and his teammates find they can learn a lot from one another.
I think it's a good learning experience because I get to learn from all the seniors and juniors on how high school golf works, and also learn on how to deal with missing class and stuff, and how to make it up.
Us, we can learn from Carter's the second best, and he's the only freshman. So I mean, if he can just lead by example while we lead in other ways, I mean, I think our team can do really well this year and make a playoff run.
After joining the program, varsity golf coach Corey Fukuman noticed a spark in competitive nature among the upperclassmen.
He's been our second best player on our team, so he's lowered our team score by a significant number. I think he kind of gives some of our seniors something to shoot for, kind of gives them something to challenge. I mean, they needed that challenge because I don't think they had that before.
In other news, girls varsity swim is dominating the season and has had the 200 medley relay, 200 freestyle relay, and the 400 free relay qualify for sections already. The varsity baseball team defeated the Antelope Titans yesterday with a score of 18-4, bringing their league record to 2-2 after suffering 2 losses to Wood Creek last week. They face off against the Titans again at home on Wednesday. In today's sports news, varsity softball plays at Antelope at 4, hoping to keep their undefeated league record. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Natalie. It is a huge year for Disney with the new Star Wars, Avengers Endgame, Lion King, Aladdin, and even their new streaming service coming out later this year. They had yet to release an official trailer to arguably one of their biggest movies this year, until this morning when they released a full-length trailer to Toy Story 4, a controversial sequel to the absolutely perfect ending in the third movie, maybe one of the best trilogy endings of all time. So it left fans confused on why they would make another movie in the series. This could be the best movie of all time, and it wouldn't be an excuse to step on the heartwarming ending of the last Toy Story. But all frustration aside, it does look like a solid entry in the series, and Pixar definitely knows what they are doing, so it might work out in the end.
Who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow. Winnie, aren't we going to Bonnie?
We have to find them!
What do we do, Buzz?
What would he do?
Jump out of a moving vehicle?
Let's go!
Hey, you gotta go.
In other news, the new trailer for Avengers Endgame came out late last week, and it is interesting how little of new footage the studio is actually letting us see. Considering it was confirmed to be a 3-hour-long movie, and it was also confirmed all the promotional footage would only be from the first 30 to 40 minutes of the film. The studio is definitely holding back on something, and nobody's complaining. Marvel could have no trailer and people would still show up to this epic finale to their 11-year-long movie series. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Joey. For midterms, the creative writing class hosted a poetry cafe where they served food and read out original and famous works of poetry. We go to Devin Dickens with more.
We'll bring back flight. Another smile this summer will go down in style.
Last Thursday, Ms. Handling's creative writing class held their poetry cafe as their midterm. The class opened with the students eating their brought-in breakfast items, then proceeding to read their poetry. The students in creative writing believe that the cafe is a good way to view their classmates in a different way, through their poetry pieces.
But the best part is just getting to hear what everybody else has to say. Not only everyone has to share 2 poems, but then after that everyone gets to stand up and share whatever they want, whatever they've worked on, you know, for the past couple years. It doesn't matter if it was in the class or anything. So you really get to just like learn more about each other and grow together.
It can help you understand the inner mechanisms of your fellow classmates and help you kind of make sure you know how they're feeling and help you realize that there's some troubles inside your classmates' minds, you know.
I think in a lot of ways it brought us together because, you know, poetry is an easy way to kind of see into someone's mind or like into their life in a way that you don't normally get to in conversation in class. So I think people had a different level of understanding after they shared poems.
Ms. Handling thinks that our poetry cafe is a way for her students to get out of their comfort zone.
I think it's really important for kids to find a healthy outlet, and sharing their poetry, sharing their fiction, sharing their work in general is a requirement in the class. So it's my way of getting them out of their comfort zone and becoming very vulnerable in a safe environment.
In other creative writing news, stay tuned for Roseville High School's literary magazine, which comes out shortly. That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
Be sure to keep an eye out for today's newspaper. See you next time.